At this point, you have a good idea what your movie will look like. Now it's time to put some life into it. The thing that will really bring your movie to life is the dialogue. I'm going to show you how I recorded mine so the process will be easier for you. I used Audacity for everything. I'm not going to teach you how to use a microphone, but there are some good tutorials already out there. Before I started, I went through and outlined blocks of dialogue that would all be recorded in one shot, like this. I numbered each one according to the scene number and the position of the lines within that scene. The first block of the first scene would be 1A, for example, and the fourth block of the sixth scene would be 6D. Once the block was recorded, I would give the files the same names. It's a great way to keep track of which files go where and give them a name that is easily referenced. When you mark the blocks out, think about how long your actors can speak before inevitably messing up. You may need to split some long blocks into shorter lengths. For the majority of scenes where the characters are verbally interacting with each other, I recorded their parts all in one go, with them sitting around a table. This way allowed the actors to act in a more natural manner, responding to the other parts in a genuine way. You need to make sure your room is quiet and doesn't have too many hard surfaces, otherwise the sound will bounce around and get ruined. I also got my actors to read off a tablet instead of paper, so there's no unwanted rustling. Once a part was recorded, I played it back to the whole group to make sure everyone was happy with it. The reason you record voice before anything in-game is that it is much easier to body act to a voice than to voice act to footage. One mistake I did make very early on before I realised was to blast the whole thing with noise removal. Don't do this unless it somehow ends up sounding good afterwards or you know exactly what you are doing. It can make the recording tinny and thin if done improperly. So my 3 tips for this step are: set out dialogue blocks. This will allow you to categorize each line and provide a name for each recording file. Make sure your room is suitable. It mustn't be echoey or near a source of noise. Where you can, record multiple voices at once. It will allow your actors to better respond to other characters' lines. In the next video, I will do a quick blast on building your sets.